Fantastic to have Eddie back with us, this man who spent his first 5 years of working life here in Invercargill. He called this place home before heading to Australia for greener pastures as a young working man, and set up his business, Aussie Motorcycle Tours, and now well respected on the AHRMA scene in Oz, and had the opportunity to catch up with him for his what he does with Aussie Bike Tours in a very comprehensive way. So if any of you are thinking about going to Australia and thinking about hiring a motorcycle, this is a man to talk to. Just tell him you heard about him at the BurtMunro, and he might even do a little discount for you. So for anybody that wants to go to Aussie, a lot of people have said, love to have a bike to ride in Aussie. Well, this is a man to talk to, and he's a Kiwi, born and bred, and spending time here in beautiful Southland as well. So we're in the Eddie Garner fan club. You should be as well. Eddie, away you go, matey. Great run off the line there in the highly geared machine. 5 minute call for pre-63 Classics, 5 minute call. 6:21 here for Invercargill's own Hamish Allen. Hamish, one of the few New Zealanders with a AHRMA applicable bike, what they call this Class C. Seven up with this time is Australian John Warmold. So nice to have John with us. Got his A-Star leathers and another beautiful Indian. Where would we be without Indian motorcycles? We certainly wouldn't be recognising this event for a start. That 1920 Indian Scout, that very innocent bike that started its life as just any Indian on the roads of Southland, purchased by Burt, and turned into the fire-breathing beast that became the world's fastest Indian, and shipped from New Zealand to America. Well done, the 25 up here yesterday. This is Christchurch's Paddy Snowden. Well, courtesy of Pump House Demolition Yard, Christchurch. These are effectively a 750cc bike. Unfortunate scratching by Lee Munro and Johnny Ross in this class. Number 12 now with Aussie Brian March. Sometimes called the hand shifters class, of course, with the hand shifting compared to foot and lever shifting. So hand shifting is another way to separate them from other classes in classic racing, hand shifting bikes. It's a little bit of a later model.
at the moment.
For Australia, Mr. Ralph Feely. So, well done there for Ralph. Certainly no extras held on these bikes, as trim and slim as you can get them. Of course, would have come out with a carrier on them and a few other accessories like a light. Don't need any of that kind of gear now. Call now for our pre-63 to the dummy grid, pre-63 to the dummy grid. Thank you, all pre-63s to the dummy grid. Here we go to 111 this time, and 111 to Peter Birchesill, and for Peter an opportunity to here we go, the hand shifter, and away he goes. Clutch in and the hand shift to engage the gear. Look it up in fine style. 39 now, Clint Chegwidden. And along with, I think we've got, there we go, the 39 for Clint. Well, also in the category under what we call girder forks. Effectively, the forks are solid. There is no telescopic suspension. The only suspension built in is the spring up of the steering head. And of course, there is no rear suspension as well. The only suspension is built into the seat. Oh, well done. Got a beautiful gear shift that time. Well done. That was a classic there. The number 100 now, the 100 to come past here. This is Michael Chegwidden. So Michael and Clint, and joining us here. Lovely colour scheme on the bike as well. Listen to this beautiful fire breathing baby. AHRMA, folks, Australian Historic Racing Motorcycle Association. Well done, 45 up here now. Mr. Chris Friskin here. So well done to Chris. Of course, this is a highly modified version. Modifications, of course, including putting disc brace front and rear. There you go, some very direct straight pipes. There's no form of muffler noise reduction on this bike. You can almost count the times the pistons are going up inside there in the beautiful Harley Twin. Oh, very lucky there, very lucky there. He'll be disappointed in that, won't be a good time. 7:50 up here now is Ross Boulding from Australia. Beautiful megaphone style muffler on that one. Interestingly enough, this one has the drum brake. Front wheel is on the left, rear wheel's on the right. And effectively, of course, the braking incorporated within the same side as the sprocket and drive chain coming out on that right-hand side. We saw that with technology done by other manufacturers as well. So a little bit of a different model, I would think. This one is a later model. We'll see if we can get some updates from these Aussie boys over the period of their time here in the country. To clarify that, there was I'm pleased to put through the board. That was actually a Harley, so significant difference there. So we now move up to our pre-63 class. This is our David Reedy out of Brighton on the 1928 Harley 1200. As you can see by his plate. Called for our pre-72, called for our pre-72, 5-minute call, pre-72, post-classic. 32 up there at the moment, 32. Leap off the line there. So that was Bill Wilson in our program. 122 now for Gary Cottrell, the man out of Cuss on the Norton Manx 500 on the GRC engineering bike. The Norton Manx 500, what an absolutely legendary motorcycle. Manx 500 1962 model. Out of Cust, of course, the home of the original Grand Prix in Canterbury region. 2-minute call for pre-72, 2-minute call pre-72 for the start. 219 Brent Taylor on the 52 Triumph Thunderbird. 52, remembering this class is a pre-1963 class, so we have some fairly late model bikes in the 60s, but also those in the earlier 50s. Of course, we've gone to twin leading shoe technology here. Vented front drum brakes, so getting that air in to help them cool them down as well. Oh wow, powerful start. 197 and Phil Price on the Velo 350. Beautiful motorcycle. Velo set, of course, it's always been talked about that as well as Burt having the world's fastest Indian, it's often been thought of as having the world's fastest Velo set as well. Velo set was his other bike. In fact, he used his Velo set to compete in New Zealand, actually more than the Indian. There was a couple of reasons for that. One was His Indian was away overseas on a boat. The other thing, it was doing so much development work to there that he would have the fellow available for more events. Well, Team Galway Norton Racing here. Yeah, the wide upper. Oh, 85. Nice to have Bill with us. Oh, sorry, Graham with us. Mr. Graham Peters, one of our two competitors that's been here every year, done all 14 of these events. The man out of Pohongana, the Pohongana Valley, northeast of Palmerston North, nestled up under the Ruahine Ranges. Spectacular little paradise of the country. Worthwhile taking a drive through there, folks. If you get an opportunity to go for rides where you get off the beaten track to take the road north from Palmerston North underneath the ranges and go to places like Pohongana, Apathy, Rangawahia, through to Mangaweka on State Highway 1. There he goes, Graham Peters on the 85, the 1958 BSA Gold Star. 5-minute call for our pre-82. 5-minute call pre-82. Oh, how's that? How's that? Burning rubber big time. 20 to go here now on the Honda for Jim. Repeat that 5-minute call, pre-82, pre-82. 5-minute call. Road and Emp Road Motorcycle Services. 1972 Honda CB. There's to that Superbike here, of course, 75 here. And Dylan Stanley on the CB 450, courtesy of Southland Sandblasting and Coatings. Start off on the Honda 450, so away he goes. Good work, good work. 2-minute call pre-82, 2-minute call pre-82 up to the line. 26 now for Mr. Tim Mulligan, former chairman of the BurtMunro committee, of course. Long-time local legend, a man with, shall we say, politely more than a dozen of these in the shed, folks. The brilliant Honda CB 750 took an affection to this as his bike all those years ago. And he's been collecting them ever since, and he continually makes a good bike out of his stable. There he goes, getting a nice break off the line for Invercargill's own Tim Mulligan. 123 now, Todd Johnson on the Moto Guzzi, the V Special. Of course, getting up in technology, this is our Bluff Foursquare Supermarket pre-72. Call now for pre-82, pre-82 on the dummy grid, pre-82. You're the last class of our first half. So last class up for the first half of our racing, splitting our 8 classes into 4 and 4. So we do 4 classes and have them up the top, bring them down, and then do the remaining 4 classes. 123 now for Todd Johnson here on the 72 Guzzi, another GRC Engineering Special. Of course, in this area, we've gone to disc brake on the front. Still with drum on the rear. And opportunity to peel some rubber as well. Looking good, looking good. 192 now for David Hamlin. Look at that for a Honda CB350. I tell you what, Mr. Honda never made it to run that rough. There you go. Drum brake on the rear, disc on the front. Of course, put the racing fairing around it. A fantastic Honda CB350. Final call for all pre-82 riders. Final call for you, pre-82. 162 here now is Stacey Heaney. Stacey out of Australia. Well, we've moved this one up to twin disc on the front. The drum brake on the rear. Extended shocks you can just see by having that there more heavy duty. Two combinations there. First of all, the extra weight of the performance pass, plus the fact that Stacey on board. Well done. Great to see. Well done to Stacey. Fantastic. Look at that. Stacey Heaney, welcome on board, Stacey. Nice to see. 18 all the way. Mr. Kevin Ryan. Well, the 18 for the Ranunga man on his 72 Triumph, so eligible for this class. Of course, we've just started to sneak in with a disc brake on the rear, so the technology has certainly been enhanced. Good work by locking it through there. Here we go to Vince up this time, the former Hawke's Bay man now out of Canterbury, Mr. Vince Burrell on the Model Guzzi V-Twin, the 998, courtesy of Guzzi Cafe, along with Red Line Oil and Sports Valves. And again, right on the era of our smart man off the line, quality motorcycle as presented there. 168 now with Butch, last year's winner of the Munro Family Trophy, our prestigious, effectively he was our competitor of the year for his sportsmanship, for his help and assistance to other riders, for his all-round great engineering and ingenuity as shown it, and what you generally call a GB, folks. So, and a all-round nice guy. So get to meet him and you'll see why. Nice to see him. There he goes. Way out of Central Otago. 666 this time, and Kerry Williams here on his Model Guzzi, and the Christchurch man on the Guzzi Cafe Bears MCC racing machine. For those of you looking here from the outside, you may be interested in seeing the starting mechanism. There are effectively two bikes on the course at any one time. It's a 1.5 kilometre course, so effectively there now the lights are out. That means it's ready for him to go. And he gets a great start off the line. Well done. Here we go with our one of our two demonstration sidecars today. This is the famous Yamaha XS model. So effectively a motorcycle road bike that's been turned into a sidecar. Got more flat profile tyres. The OHC, of course, first to the double overhead cam, the famous 750. Notice that the sidecar swinger trying to put as much weight forward as possible, so literally onto the back there. Here we are with our fire breather, the fire breather, and our big time Harley Davidson. That was we had Dave before. This is now Des. So Dave Reesby, by the way, on the 77 Yamaha. This is Des Heaney. So Des up here. Rocking now into our pre-82 final group. So the last of our competitors to give a run, 24 now. Mr. Chris McMeekin, all-round good guy here in beautiful Southland. The Invercargill man on Suzuki GSX 1100 out of Singleton side. JRL tuning. Catherine Street Medical Centre. He's got some great supporters over the years. Blew his engine up here last year, and he's had a donor engine. Oh yeah, look at that. Man, he gets off the line, doesn't he? And knocks it up through the first turn and away. Good work away. 71 now for Anthony Toby Tuddy, the man from Wakefield out there on the fabulous 81 Suzuki GSX 1100. Arguably 81, probably the best of the pre-82 bikes in this one for the fact that it's late in the era, the other for the fact, of course, we'd already gone to twin disc technology at that stage, and real started to put some of the famous Suzuki technology into it. We'd gone up to 1100 from the previous thousands as well, so this was really starting to step it up. As able to be done in our post-classic racing course, we've got aftermarket rear shock absorbers by a well-renowned Swedish brand, Öhlins. Of course, we have Öhlins well represented in New Zealand with KSS, Kiwi Suspension Solution, quality suspension business, run by the great former technical director of Moller Yamaha, and Mr. Robert Taylor. So for those of you looking for suspension for your motorcycle, none better than Robert. You'll see him in action at NZSBK, New Zealand Superbike Road Race Championship rounds. He's a suspension tuner by choice for leading teams such as Yamaha and Suzuki. As soon as those red lights stop flashing, he is able to go. It's not the first away because he breaks the beam. The beam is up, sitting there on the plastic crate to both sides. Oh, we just seem to be waiting a little bit too long, aren't we? Never a good sign when the lights are still flashing. Okay, thank you. I just heard that the one of those sidecars has had some mechanical problems, so they just pulled it off to the side of the circuit, and it's just being made safe. As you can appreciate, it's not a bike that you can push off the side of the track. Being a sidecar, needs to be put into a safe position to continue with our other competitors. So one of the sidecars off the side of the track. There we are, lights are out, made it safe, and away we go. Nice work out there for Toby Cuddy. Rocking through them now, 750, local man, Mr. Brian Stevens. Nice to see you back, Brian, and look at this for a motorcycle, man, oh man. So great to see. Here it is again, the 81, but in beautiful livery, and again with those aftermarket Öhlins shocks. World's most renowned brand of suspension, and there it is. Listen to that bike. Not quite the, I suppose you'd say, the raunchiness of some of those other bikes that have been tuned, a little bit smoother, but just enough high performance power, and Brian will get away. Oh, here we go from one extreme to the other, and the 62, is this Des? I think we just need to find out a little bit more about this. I don't know whether we got... Lovely Yamaha RD. These, in fact, of course, were a road registerable bike, and we're having a power band like this where, wow, the Superbike era, these were a wicker machine, both at 250, 350, went up to 400. Well, 200. 5 to go up here for Neil Waddell out of, it says out of Australia. Sorry, it did say out of Australia on one of mine, but now it says out of Hastings. Well, I think we'll take the first option. Sponsors under the Raceway Motorcycles and Glenroe Construction. I suppose it's appropriate to ask us to what. So folks, to let you know, this is our last motorcycle away. It's our last motorcycle of our first half of the second leg of the practice. So we have one further practice group to do, which will include pre-89, opens our up to 600 in our super quads. But we'll get this group back off the hill first. That's why our clerk of the course mobile vehicle on the course. If there was a good opportunity now to chop and change, grab a coffee, go over and get a bite to eat, check the merchandise, right now is the best. Why? Because we haven't yet got our other motorcycles off the hill, or we haven't yet called our other group. So if you want to go for a quick pit walk, for those of you looking for a toilet, they are right here on the corner. Right here on the corner, there's a 4-bay up on the trailer here, so if you're looking for a toilet, they're right here on the corner by our start area. Most welcome. Members of the public, riders, everybody can use them. So there are 4 toilets, plenty to beat the queue, plenty of them. Well, there you go, folks. Good afternoon and welcome as the sun shines here at Bluff today. How nice is this weather, eh? We knew it was going to come right, didn't we? And I can't repeat enough about the merchandise because I've been caught before. Don't wait till Saturday. Don't wait till Saturday and think, oh, I'll be at the rally side. I'll get whipped down to the marquee and have a look. Have you got any of those hoodies left? No. Oh, what else you got? Oh, I've got a few of these and a few of those. It will be a good event. I'm sure everybody wants an update of their wardrobe. Remembering you can put it on your card, and don't worry about the cash at the moment. So do take an opportunity. Oh, perfect opportunity to catch up with John as we're just between our class at the moment. First of all, John, another beautiful Southland day, isn't it?
Perfect. It's always like this, you know.
Thank you indeed. All right, we've had a little bit of rain that's probably washed a bit of dust down. Not quite as many here, but you wouldn't think so, would you? What a fantastic crowd turn up here at the Bluff HillClimb, year in and year out.
Absolutely. This just gets better and better. And I'm quite sure if it hadn't been a little drizzle of rain in the last couple of days, there would be more people around, more spectators. But it's just great to see the number of bikes that have registered to run in the event. It's quite amazing. The bunch of guys over from Aussie, great to see.
We're talking here with John Munro, and John, have you got an early memory of this Bluff Hill and Dad competing here?
Oh, I sure have. It wasn't all this